All right, I think it is recording. And if so, finally, after so long, the channel having its name, it's finally a Kentucky video. And starting off with something I want to do more often, tier lists. And this is Kentucky players in the Cal era. And there's a lot of them, so I should just go ahead and get started. First off, that's Willie Cauley-Stein. I mean, he was very good. I mean, I immediately think of that dunk he had against Florida. But aside from his junior year, he was never bad. But aside from his junior year, he never made that huge step. But when he did, he was solid. That's a good spot for him. Then we got Kelvin Johnson. Feeling I'd be having a lot of guys here on solid. He was probably the third best player on that team. He could always create his own shot. That shot against Seton Hall will be remembered, even though we lost. But hey, still very good. And I believe these pictures are very small. That is Julius Randle. And he's got to go one above that and good. He was the best player on that 2013-14 team. You know, Aaron Harrison had the shots, but he was a double-double machine, probably the second best double-double man not named Oscar Tshiebwe in the Cal era. And by the way, this is Cal era only. And then we got Marcus Lee, who wasn't bad, but I have to give inconsistent. He would have those games where he would play great, like in the tournament, he would have a few good games his freshman year. And then you'd have games where he just wouldn't play. It really probably wasn't his fault, but yeah. And see, this is why I took this list thing and just added the don't know or can't tell. I probably know who that is, but I cannot tell from this picture. So for now, it's going in don't know or can't tell because I straight up can't tell. Then we got Nick Richards, who, listen, he is one of my favorite Kentucky players of all time. This is why this is my personal list because you probably wouldn't have him this high on best players of all time, but just his improvement he would make to an All-American his junior year, almost said senior. It just made him one of my favorite Kentucky players of all time, and I believe that is that Isaiah? Is that Jamal Baker? That's not Isaiah Briscoe. I think that's Jamal Baker. I mean, he's tough. He was always I can't. Those injuries he had and the lack of minutes he would play can't give him inconsistent because Marcus Lee was somewhat, productive on the team. Then we got Quade Green, who also is going to get inconsistent as well. One game winner against Vandy, but that's really all. Shea won the job from him. I think it was his freshman year. Then sophomore. No, did Shea win it his sophomore year? In the year before, I don't remember. I do know he was there 2 years, and neither of them was he the beast. And they got Winning Gabriel, who was one of my favorites, but I can't put him much higher. Because you could argue inconsistent, but I'm not gonna because he was, you know, he would have those games those 2 years he was there. Then we got Hami, again, another solid player. He obviously didn't get the minutes, or not the minutes, oh my goodness, the stats of some people, but some of the highlights he would make were just unbelievable. And see some of these pictures, is that Brandon Knight? If it's not Brandon Knight, we'll make an adjustment. Brandon Knight was very good. All you need to know is that one image after the tournament win against Ohio State to know. Then we got this is easy. C. Reed Travis. Solid. I don't have much to say, but he was very, very consistent when he would play for us that year. It sucks that we lost to Auburn. Dude, I can't tell who that is. 34. Is it the same guy? I'm zooming in. I still can't tell. I'm sorry, I can't. I just straight up can't tell. We're gonna have to roll with it like that. Oh, the zoom wasn't already at 100. Well, I guess it was perfect to see everything. I think that is Alex Poythress, who, may not always been consistent, but I thought he was very good. I believe that is Dakari Johnson now. I don't remember. I'll give him solid. He was drafted when he played for us, so you have to give him that. And Darius Miller. Now, here's the thing. In the Cal era, he was only there 1 year. I'm not, except for Nick, I let the bias win there. Darius Miller is probably my favorite Kentucky basketball player of all time, even though I only ever watched him play 1 year. And I was very young then, but still, he would always just a clutch shot. Then he got Isaac Humphries. I mean, inconsistent. He would have some games where he, was arguably the best player on the team. And some games he was, just like he wasn't even there. And is this DeAndre Liggins? I don't know who this is from the thing. I would have to have a better view putting that in there for now. And is that Khalil Whitney? I can't tell because of the picture. We'll skip that for now. John Wall, he's going up there. Just helped revitalize Kentucky basketball after those Billy Gillispie years in Cal's first year there. And we got Nerlens Noel. Very underrated in my opinion. If he didn't get hurt, we probably made the tournament. Oh, that's Julius Randle. Then who was that guy? Oh God. Well, Julius Randle is getting that spot. I don't know why I thought that was Randle. I just couldn't tell. I'm gonna have to come back to that. Then we got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. So close to getting great, but he's gonna be on the very up there and good. Then we got Emmanuel Quickly. I'm giving Quickly great. Him and Richards were one of my favorite duos. And see, I'm not a fake fan. I just can't see well in these pictures. I think that's Kevin Knox. I believe that is Kevin Knox, who was solid. West Virginia game is great. Devin Booker, again, solid. He is a lot more known now for his NBA than Kentucky days. So, yeah. Then we got Kyle Wiltshire, inconsistent. He was better when he went to Gonzaga. Yeah, I knew it, but I just couldn't think of it. And then we got Karl Anthony Towns. On the very, very edge of great two, but multiple years would have helped. Scalabus year, maybe. I really can't see who that is. I'm sorry if this hurts the thing. Oh, this is much better. That's Sacha Kalea Jones. That's who it is. I'm gonna have to give him bad. I'm sorry. I hate him. By the way, who is that? Khalil Whitney? I see Jamal Baker next to him. If I saw the face, I would know. Is that Higgins? That might be Higgins. No, Higgins was 0. We'll leave him at don't know as of now. I will figure this out. Tyler Eulis, he's now a coach for the team. This is the opposite of Devin Booker. He was not very good in the pros, but he was very good at Kentucky. Sorry, I'm trying to look up who this is because whatever. We'll move on to Derek Willett. Actually, EJ Montgomery. Inconsistent fits him perfectly. And so who was that behind him? That looks like Jamal Baker. What's that 2017 roster? Let's see if that'll help me. Derek Willis. It's hard to call someone inconsistent when they really didn't get playing time until his final 2 years, and I thought he was great. And then we got De'Aaron Fox. Chuck him up there and great. Jared Vanderbilt. Is that Jared Vanderbilt? If so, inconsistent. And if anyone lets me know who that is, because I really can't tell because the face is cut off, then that'll be helpful. But as of right now, inconsistent. And this is Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, I believe, who was solid. He's good. He was good. Never mind. Michael Mulder. I really can't say he was a bad player. I put inconsistent, even though he wasn't really. He did his job. I mean, you just can't tell for some of these. I believe that is Marcus Teague. And if so, solid. I don't know. Then we got Briscoe. Inconsistent does fit him, though. Not bad. He wasn't bad. Inconsistent. Then PJ Washington was very good. I kind of want to put him in great, but I'll put him in good because his freshman year was so-so. Sophomore year there was great. And then we got the man who helped us win a championship. You know he's instantly going up in great. Not even thinking about it. AD. Hopefully gets better soon. And Cousins, I'm gonna put him in good, even though I put Wall in great, and I think they were very similar. But still, love Boogie. And that Terrence Jones, so it's Terrence Jones. He gets a nice I'll give him good, honestly. I believe that's Terrence Jones. Some of these, if I am wrong, I'm sorry. These pictures are small. No dog in the dude who made this. That's I see Jared Vanderbilt now, so that's not who it is. I hate that. Um, we'll assume this is Ashton Hagens. Um, I will check and see if this was him. No, he wore zero, but he wore two at a time too. Okay, we'll go with this is Hagens, and we'll move him up to solid. If it's not him, we'll act like it is him. Some of these guys down here I definitely know, but I can't tell from the picture. That may be Eloy Vargas. I don't know. Number 10. Oh boy, this may be DeAndre Liggins. I don't know. 2010 through 2011 is a team I know the least about, and 2012-13 when he missed the tournament and the year with Harrelson, who had the reins to the kingdom. I only know a lot about 2009 and 2010, even though I was like a child then, was because of the highlights of that team. There wasn't a lot of highlights, even though the team made the Final Four aside from the tournament run. Yeah, Trey Lyles, solid, did good when Porthos got injured. That's who it is. Couldn't think of who it was got injured. I can't tell who this is from the picture. I know by those Florida jerseys that may be Marcus Teague too. I may just be getting it wrong. But regardless, can't tell. Then I believe that's Deron Lamb. So that's Deron Lamb. He is getting solid. Probably could get good. And speaking of good, we got Tyler Hero. He's got a song about him and everything. He doesn't. Does he go in? Yeah, he doesn't go in great. But here, let me change the zoom real quick. I will get better at this the more I do it. Oh, what the heck? Where'd the pictures go? Someone goes in great, we'll make the adjustment. But Jared Vanderbilt, he was too injured to really get a gist of him when he was on the team, and he wasn't there that long. And that looks like Damian Collins. I don't know who that is. We'll put down there because I can't tell. But I will happily zoom in to try enhance get a good view. I mean, I could just roll the rest of the video like this. Oh god, well, there's a dude who made it. That is Charles Matthews, I believe, who it is. Now I can see. That's Eric Bledsoe. I am so glad that's Liggins. I believe that's Marcus Teague now. This is Eric Bledsoe. I'm glad I did this. He is not that bad. I just can't tell the other guys really. I think this is Marcus Teague now, but I'm not changing my rankings. And the thing is wanting to mess up. But Charles Matthews, if so, I did all that for him. Just inconsistency, pretty much. Just keep zooming. All right, 110 was fine. This is a very scuffed thing. Then we got Andrew Harrison, solid. Sometimes he's better than his brother. And then Scal Labissiere, I don't give him bad, but inconsistent. He hit a spot where he fell off a cliff and did not get back. And then I'm not zooming in again. Bam Adebayo, good. Malik Monk, you know what? Just doing this so I can get him up higher. I'm putting him in the great category because of that 47-point game he had. I don't care if some other games he wasn't like that. When he was on, he was on. And we got James Young. I'm just putting these guys up here for now so I can move them up because they ain't staying there. And our final guy here, I want to figure out who that is. Maybe I'll zoom in one more time once I finally get these guys placed. James Young goes into good, and so does Jamal Murray. He was not better than Ulis, but he was very good when he was on. Some of the games Murray had, though, are the only reason preventing him from being in great, honestly. And I'm happy with this. There may be a few more guys I would chuck into great personally. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Cat. Where's Cat? He's going in a great. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. And I'm going to real quick check one more time on these guys, and that'll do it for my first tier list. Next time I'll actually look ahead of time to make sure I know. Liggins, I know him, but I don't know him enough to really give him a good grade. That may be Eloy Vargas. I have something of him. I just can't tell where 33 is, 10 is, 25 is Marcus Teague, I believe. And thanks to the cutting off his head, I don't know who 2 is. We'll real quick check who I put as Marcus Teague. That's Dominique Hawkins, I believe. I think I finally realized that he stays in solid. Great role player for the team. I'm glad I was able to figure that out. If I would have been able to see the faces, I probably would have gotten it a lot easier, but hey, it was fun trying to figure out some of these. But yep, had a lot of fun making this tier list. I will certainly do more in the future. But I wanted to start it off with Kentucky basketball because my channel name is UKF. Got to have something Kentucky related, and also that's my area of expertise. But anyways, until the next video, maybe a tier list next time. See y'all in the next one.